powerful Yu-Gi-Oh cards before they skyrocketed in price. Today, big dogs, me and chat have the lowdown on some cards that you are going to want to know about. If you don't, you might just be left in the dust. And for the people that say, "Oh, golly, you make things skyrocket in price," you're wrong. There's actually been quite the few cards that we told you guys to pick up. They did that thing that they normally do, and it didn't have anything to do with the video. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that people don't buy cards because of these videos, because we have a whole bunch of testimonies saying that, "Oh my God, you helped me pay rent this month." But what I will tell you is that if you are subscribed to the Patreon, or if you catch us on stream, you get this information a little bit sooner, which actually does help curb the market. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, so the design of these videos is just to give you guys the 411 of some cards that you should be looking up into. And some of these cards will go up in price, some of these cards won't. It's just how luck of the draw works sometimes. My pappy always told me to be prepared and have it than not have it. In actuality, I don't have a dad, so I just kind of made that up. Let's go ahead and start off with the first cards that I think you guys should be looking into. I think there are two huge factors about this. The first is Battles of Legends Terminal Revenge. The second is the new upcoming set, Infinite Forbid. Because of this, I think that there are some cards that players really should be looking at to, like dialing in. We're moving away from the year of fire to the year of water and fiend monsters. And more particular, there's a lot more water support. So maybe we should start looking into picking up some of the cards that is just good generic water support, which means we should probably buy Totally Awesome and Bahamut Shark. Now, I did tell you guys to pick up Totally Awesome a little bit before, and the cards have actually went all the way up. The rare versions of Toad is now $5. It's a really simple reason why you should look into this, and it's strictly because A, Ice Barrier has a 1-card combo that allows them to be able to make Totally Awesome, but B, more importantly, these are some of the strongest generic water cards that you can look into. Essentially, any deck that can spam level 4 water monsters can make Bahamut Shark, which subsequently can make Totally Awesome. And since in the TCG we have cards like Baron de Fleur and Warlord Savage Band, this card is even more impactful than ever before. This one's just simple economics, chat. Very, very simple. But to be honest, big dogs, those aren't the only water Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you guys should be looking into, but I'm pretty sure chat knows. Marine Cess? I don't think Marine Cess is getting any direct support, but if it does get some good indirect support, it'll be really good. I think some cards that are a little bit generic, that are just simply better for water decks, would be Deep Sea Prima Donna and Ravenous Crocosaurus. Deep Sea Prima Donna is an interesting Yu-Gi-Oh card. It says your opponent cannot target a synchro monster that uses this card as material with monster effects. This is incredibly good at being able to dodge cards like Infinite Impermanence and Effect Fade. But its best effect is that you can target one of your opponent's banished cards, add it to their hand, then special summon one level 4 or lower water monster from your deck. And if you do, add that target to their hand. So chat, if you guys aren't catching on, at the cost of giving your opponent a free card, you can summon the Water Barrier statue. And there are no good generic water cards that play under Water Barrier statue. And the best part about Deep Sea Prima Donna is that it comes in Eternity Code as an ultra rare. Eternity Code is a 3-year-old Yu-Gi-Oh set. So definitely pick up your ultra rare copies of Deep Sea Prima Donna. Crocosaurus is a little bit more simpler. This card's always been pretty cracked. It allows you to be able to draw cards up to the number of non-tuner monsters that you used with its synchro summon. And Ice Barriers just so happen to have a really cool combo where you get to draw a ridiculous amount of cards when you synchro summon into this card. Ah, yes, we're back to Gizmic Yuka summon water statue from the deck, like in 2019 Adamantipator format. So Erica Link is gonna be good again. You might be right. It's time for Ice Barriers. No, chat, no. But I think there is an Ice Barrier card in Battles of Legends you guys should look for. Coincidentally, this video comes out around when Battles of Legends come out, so it may be a little bit expensive. You may be able to wait just a little bit before you pick up this card. Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier is a level 2 water monster that has some pretty good effects. It allows you to tribute one other effect monster, and you can't special summon anything for the exception of water, but then you get to special summon up to 3 Ice Barrier tokens from your deck, and then increase this card's level by that exact same number. So if you tribute one monster, you summon 3, it becomes a 5, they become level 1. Not bad. Then if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one of your Ice Barrier cards that are banished or in your deck to the hand. I think that this card is absolutely broken, not because it's an Ice Barrier card. I think this card is busted because it's an Ice Barrier card and a level 2 monster. If you guys remember, there were points in times where I said that Sprite is one of the most unfair Yu-Gi-Oh strategies because anytime new level 2 cards come out, Sprite takes an interest into it. So you guys are telling me that there's a searchable level 2 Aqua monster that allows you to loop into other monsters to your field, and the only drawback is that it locks you into water monsters for the rest of the turn? Crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I know a good card when I see it. This is definitely one of those cards that I'm opening Battles of Legends boxes for. Sprite was one of the best archetypes concepts ever. It made level 2s good. It literally solos any level 2 monster. It's like, hey, yo, come join the clan. It's time Konami made a water zombie deck. Get him out of here. Chat, somebody get him out of here. Dragite win? I think that the Adamantipator Synchro is another great generic water synchro monster that you guys should get. 100%. I like that. Especially since the Ice Barrier card that I was just talking about can 2-card synchro summon into Dragite. That's like the least of the problems that you have to worry about with this card though. I promise. It's going to be way worse. Now there is a card that I am picking up, but I'm going to let you know this card's not good. Sometimes I just pick up cards out of cope and sometimes they work really well. If I can remember back in the day, guys, I bought There Can Be Only Ones, guys. I bought tons of them. I had like 100 copies. Why? Because I thought the card was good. There Can Be Only One at one point in time was $10 a copy, chat. I was selling them to vendors at $5 and making a profit because I got them for 20 cents each. I'm not saying that Life Hack can be that exact same card. I'm saying that Life Hack looks way too good for me to put down. Life Hack allows you to be able to change the attack of a monster based on your opponent's life points, and then has a graveyard effect that allows you to change the attack based on your life points. I think when you use it in conjunction with cards like Appaloosa Bull of the Goddess, the card is completely bonkers. And maybe it isn't a good Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I know for a fact that Life Hack will not be reprinted in a very long time. At least in my head, Life Hack is a card that is a decent pickup because if somebody does find a way to break it, then I already have it. And if it doesn't, well, I mean, I got a lot of life hacks. Fortunately enough, though, there is a card that I told you guys you should have picked up a long time ago. And I'm telling you right now is one of the last time. The Black Goat Laughs is going crazy right now. This card is really good against every deck in the game because it allows you to declare a monster card and your opponent can't special summon, and then declare a card and then neither players can activate that card effect. Players have been using it against decks like Snake Eyes because it prevents them from making their main play. The card is also incredibly good if you have a deck that discards cards like Purely. The Black Goat That Laughs is just one of those good Yu-Gi-Oh cards that did not get enough recognition in the beginning and is now getting recognition. Seriously, guys, pick up your Black Goat Laughs. I like the quarter century versions. I think that they're pretty cheap at $60, but even $15 for this card is still a steal. To be honest, it is an anti-special summon and a negate. The card's insane. Agreed, especially when the new Infinite Forbidden comes out. And speaking of Infinite Forbidden, I got another card that you guys should pick up. It's really, really old. I want to see how many people listen to me, so I'm going to drop this gem twice. There is a new card in Infinite Forbidden. There is a Link to Illusion monster that's coming out in Infinite Forbidden called Top Hat Hair, the Silhouette. This card says if it battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by battle, and you can only use the following effects once per turn. If this card is Link Summon, you can set one continuous trap card with an effect that special summons itself as a monster from your deck. Also, this card cannot be used for the link material from the rest of the turn. If a card is special summoned from your spell and trap card zone, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. Pick up this card the moment that it comes out. Obviously, if it's like a common and nobody cares, but this card should be a secret rare. Konami, you hear me? Make it a secret rare. And the reason why is because when you start to think about a lot of the cards that summon themselves from the spell and trap card zone, they don't seem really good. Set Apopus from the Swamp Deity from the deck. Apopus of the Swamp Deity allows you to be able to negate monsters on the field up to the continuous trap cards you control. That sounds pretty solid. But a card that I seriously think you should be picking up because it only has one super rare print from Blazing Vortex is Angel Statue Azaro. This card allows you to be able to send one continuous trap monster in your monster zone that was special summoned from the spell and trap card zone to negate a summon, and if you do, destroy that card. And then if this card is destroyed by battle, you can destroy the monster that destroyed this card. So not only does our illusion monster allow us to set a card that can negate an opponent's summon, it also allows us to destroy a spell or trap card and punishes our opponent for destroying this card by destroying the card that destroyed it. It gets nothing but value. Does Blazing Vortex finally have a second useful card? I'm sick. but that does mean a lot because Phasing Vortex was only good for Pot of Prosperity. That means that a lot of people weren't picking up this set as, wait, hold on, timeout. Underworld Goddess comes from here. There's 3 useful cards. But in all seriousness though, finally a set that nobody opened because everyone said that the set didn't have a lot of great cards is finally getting another useful card. This means that there isn't a lot in circulation, which means that if you have some statues, you probably should pick them up. I also recommend picking up the Toy Engine. Early $2-4 is good, and it might go up if White Woods performs well. They're not wrong. I also add the Toy Engine as a card that I think you should buy, and it's simply because I don't think that White Woods will be a great Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I think that they have a lot of problems, but the biggest thing is, why not pick up the Toy Engine when it's cheap as opposed to waiting for it to become expensive? I think even right now, there's not a single toy card that's like really expensive, guys. 100% worth picking up while you can. What about the new Infernoid cards? I hate to say this. What about, it feels so bad to say that because I like the Infernoid cards, but I know it's high right now, but Phantom of Yubel, my brother in Christ, that ship has sailed. You guys remember when I told you guys to buy Phantom Nightmare, the field spell, and you guys were like, oh, cards don't do what he's talking about. Well, those cards are like 50 each. If you guys are trying to pick up Yubel now, it's too late. Yubel is going to be one of the best decks in the game, and unfortunately, it's already priced itself out of budget players' hands. If you wanted to pick up the Yubel Fusion monster, I mean, I guess right now the soonest would be the best before people do realize that it is one of the best decks in the game. And I'm not saying this out of copium either, chat. A lot of top players in the game agree. Yubel is one of the best strategies in the game right now. And another card I think people should be picking up is Divine Current Kirakara. There's like a 0% chance Kirakara gets reprinted inside of the Megatons unless Konami hates us. So this will be another hard to get Divine Current Kirakara print in a couple of years. Ultron thinks we should pick up Unchained Yama. That's actually a good idea too. The card's crazy. One thing I will tell you guys to do is to manage your money correctly. Some cards you don't have to buy right now. Like for example, the 6 Samurai support, because it's not coming out for at least another 4 months. Some things we're going towards the cusp of you should pick up. And those are the cards that I try to get you guys into. But that's all that we got for the cards that you guys should be picking up. Let me know if there's some other cards that I missed. Until then, big dog, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.